News alert, we got him. It took 6 days, a manhunt across state lines, and a grisly discovery inside of a storage facility. The Brown and MIT killer finally found. Claudio Neves Valente, a 48-year-old Portuguese national, was found late last night in a storage unit in Salem, New Hampshire.
He was found dead with a satchel, with 2 firearms, and evidence in the car that that matches exactly what we see at the scene here in Providence.
Sources tell Fox there were no notes or manifestos, but they found 2 9mm, a bulletproof vest, and the jacket he was wearing at Brown. This was a targeted attack, but in a different way. More on motive later. What we do have is a trail. He flew to Boston, rented a car, here he is at Alamo, and then rented a storage locker in New Hampshire, then went south to Providence and spent weeks casing the university. A custodian told police they'd seen the shooter as early as November, and Brown security cameras even caught him creeping around in early December, but they never released that video. Police have great footage of the shooter walking into the storage facility about an hour after the MIT professor was murdered. When police arrived, they found the rental car that they had been looking out for, a gray Nissan Sentra. They were looking for it because an anonymous tip came in earlier in the week. It was a Reddit post. The police need to look into a gray Nissan with Florida plates, possibly a rental. It was parked in front of the little shack. I know because he used his key fob to open the car, approached it, and then something prompted him to back away. When he backed away, he relocked the car. I found that odd. Investigators didn't know what to make of this. It wasn't until police found that second person they were looking for. He was the one who wrote it. This guy wasn't just a random on the internet. He actually got into a little scuffle with the gunman just hours before the shooting.
He's a former Brown University student who grew suspicious of the gunman when he locked eyes with him in the bathroom just 2 hours before the shooting inside the Barris and Holly building. He followed Neves Valente out of the building before the shooting and played a game of cat and mouse in the neighborhood. Surveillance video shows Neves Valente running away from John. At one point, he stood just feet away from the gunman and questioned why he was circling the block. The gunman repeatedly responded, quote, "Why are you harassing me?"
It turns out he wasn't just a former Brown student. The guy was homeless and living inside of the building that was shot up. John was just walking around when he locked eyes with the suspect. We learned about it last night.
According to my law enforcement officials, is being identified as a homeless person who was living in or around that Brown University building that we're all talking about at Barris and Holly, graduated from Brown University at 2010, had a confrontation with the shooter before the shooting itself happened.